In this video, I'm gonna be building 3 different mosaics using these Lego Batman sets. Let's go. A couple years ago, Lego released a line of art sets including several themes such as Harry Potter, Star Wars, Disney, and many more. But one thing I've always wanted to do was get 3 of those Lego Sith art sets and make that giant Darth Vader that was advertised on Lego.com. But at the time, I thought spending $360 on just a bunch of studs was a waste of money, even though the Darth Vader looks pretty sick. Fast forward 2 years, and now that Sith art set is retired and worth way more than retail. However, for someone in my current predicament, there's still a couple mosaic sets available, just not Star Wars ones. And apparently, there's a ton of alternate builds for the Batman mosaic. So instead of spending $600 to make the giant Darth Vader, I'm gonna spend $960 and make some cooler mosaics. Per usual, I was scrolling through Instagram and stumbled upon some really cool mosaic designs on this guy's Instagram page. His handle is Lego_KCZD, and he makes a ton of super impressive mosaic builds, all using pieces from the mosaic sets that Lego has released. I have his Instagram link below, so you should definitely go check it out. Anyway, he's got a bunch of Star Wars stuff, some Marvel designs, and literally every character from Breaking Bad. Like, come on, how sick is that? And like I mentioned before, all of his designs can be made with existing Lego art sets. So I DM'd the guy and was like, yo, can I use your designs for a new Lego YouTube video I'm gonna make? And he was like, oh yeah, for sure. And I was like, I bet. Can I get the Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Walter White instructions? And he was kind enough to give them to me for free for this video. So huge shout out to Lego_KCZD on Instagram. You're a real one, and please go check out his mosaic designs on Instagram. They're super freaking impressive. So bada bing, bada boom, got those instructions, so I'm ready for the most grueling and painful building experience of my life. But first, in order to make the Walter White, I need 2 Batman mosaics, and the Obi-Wan and Anakin each require 3 Batman mosaics. So that's a total of 8 sets, if I can do math correctly.
You see, but there's one flaw in my plan.
The max you can buy on Lego's website is 6. So I went ahead and ordered 6 of them so I could still get started on the Walter White and Anakin mosaics, but I still had to try an alternative method to get the last 2 sets. Now I'm sure you're like, Matt, what are you gonna do? And there's actually something called going to stores. And since my nearest Lego store is 3 hours away, guess where we're gonna go? Definitely not the Lego store. I went on a strenuous journey to multiple Targets and Walmarts in search of these Batman sets, but there was no luck to be found. And by multiple, I mean 1 of each, and then I just gave up and ordered 2 more on Target.com. The Walmart I went to had the new TIE Bomber though, which I thought about getting for a hot second, but considering I just spent $960 on Lego Batman sets, I decided against it. And Target actually had some art sets, but only the flower one and this Mickey Mouse one. And just a few days later, we got some of the Batman art sets in, so looks like we're ready to start building. To build the Walter White mosaic, I needed 2 of the 31205 Batman sets, and the instruction booklet has options to build either Batman, the Joker, or Harley Quinn.
But we don't need those instructions for what we're building.
And then all these studs are just bagged individually by color. Each set also comes with 9 of these large base plates that are 1 brick thick and have these Technic holes on the sides. Let the building commence. And there he is, in all his glory.
Right.
Oh, I feel like an old man. So I got this far building the Anakin mosaic, and I actually realized that the instructions that he gave me were mirrored. So this is the picture that he got the inspiration for this mosaic from, and as you can see, it's like mirrored from the instructions that he made. And this is so that you can display this mosaic with the Darth Vader mosaic and the lightsabers line up, and it looks really, really cool. But for my circumstance, I'm building the Obi-Wan and Anakin mosaics, and I want their lightsabers to line up. So I'm just gonna flip the Anakin mosaic back to normal so it's not mirrored, so that it will match up with the Obi-Wan mosaic. I just got the last 2 Batman mosaics from Target.com, so when we start building that Obi-Wan mosaic, we will be J-chillin'. Well, 4 days later, and I'm finally done with the Anakin mosaic. Yeah, these things take a really long time to build, but it went by kind of fast because, you know, I'd throw on the Clone Wars or some TV show and just work on it for a couple hours. So it wasn't like that bad, but it got really, really tedious and boring because it's just placing a bunch of studs. So my fingers definitely started to hurt after a while.
My fingers hurt.
But that's okay, because these look really cool when they're done. I mean, up close, it looks a lot like those characters from those Star Wars DS games that I would play as a kid. But when you take a step back, it really starts to look like Anakin. Like, this thing is just so cool. But anyway, I'm gonna take a little break and then come back and build
General Kenobi.
Welcome to my ASMR unboxing.
I'm sure you guys are sick of watching time lapses by now, so just like that, it's all done. And all we gotta do is put it together. Alright guys, so I've got both Obi-Wan and Anakin up here, and man, they look so cool with, you know, the lightsabers in the middle, and gosh, it just looks awesome. And this is actually how I thought I wanted to hang them up, like just like this, but I was kind of messing around with it, and honestly, they don't look too bad side by side, but I think I'm just gonna flip them the other way so that their lightsabers are in the middle for now, just because I think that looks a little bit better. And if you guys are curious, I'm just using these Command Velcro strips to hang them. They work really well, especially with these mosaics. Like, the mosaics come with these special pieces you can put in the back so that you can like actually hang them with nails, but these just work a lot better, and you know, if you want to move them around, it's a lot easier to do that. And I actually already hung this Walter White mosaic on this wall, and as you can see, these command strips are pretty seamless, and they hold like 18 to 20 pounds or something like that if you put 4 of them on. So I think I'm gonna use 6 of them on each of these just because they're a little bit heavier, and you know, better be safe than sorry. But this means that unfortunately I'm gonna have to say goodbye to this Bob Ross poster. And there we go. I just finished hanging up these Obi-Wan and Anakin mosaics, and gosh, they just look so good. And with those Velcro command strips, it literally took less than 10 minutes to put both of these up. And then we've got Walter White over here on this wall. So, man, I am just really, really happy with how these came out. They just look incredible. And though it was a really tedious and boring building experience, I must say the end result is incredible. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. Once again, a huge shout out and thank you to Lego_KCZD for making this video possible, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it. Also, comment down below which mosaic was your favorite. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.